Hey guys, day 25 T28 challenge, just a couple of days away until I'm completing my challenge. Obviously, it's not an end-all be-all, but I'm going to be weighing and measuring myself in just a couple of days and going over with you my results. In my clinic, a lot of people ask me, they say, hey, if I could just take one supplement, what supplement would it be? I would take vitamin D. And vitamin D gets produced when the sun's rays hit your skin and produce the ability for the skin to be able to tan. The vitamin D controls over 1,500 genetic functions inside of the cell. This makes vitamin D really important. And here's why vitamin D is important. Number one, in order for you to have a strong immune system, you need vitamin D. So the immune system cannot respond. The immune system cannot activate unless it has vitamin D in the body. What they found is this time of year, they call it the flu season. It's not because the flu virus gets stronger, the flu virus wakes up, or the flu virus decides that they're just going to start to attack people. The reason why they call it the flu virus right now is because people aren't in the sun, their vitamin D levels are going down, and that's lowering their resistance to virus and bacteria. Not only that, but actually research shows that the lower people have of vitamin D levels within the blood, they also have a higher incidence of autoimmune disease and higher incidence of cancer. If you want to significantly lower your risk of cancer, then actually get adequate vitamin D, amounts of vitamin D. Now, what's the adequate amount of vitamin D? I recommend 60 to 70 nanograms per deciliter. And the only way that you can measure that is by measuring it through your blood. So get your adequate vitamin Ds, your immune system goes up, makes you resistant to the flu, and makes you resistant to autoimmune disease and all forms of cancer. Number two, the other thing why you should take vitamin D is vitamin D actually can decrease chronic pain. They actually found that when people had significant chronic pain and they had disability due to chronic pain, when they got their vitamin D levels up to normal amounts, or 60 to 70 nanograms, or optimal amounts, 60 to 70 nanograms per deciliter, they actually found a significant reduction in chronic pain. So even vitamin D plays a role in pain inside of the body. Reason number three, this has everything to do with fat loss. Vitamin D also plays a role in a fat loss hormone known as adiponectin. Adiponectin is a fat loss hormone, allows the body to be able to cleave fat and be able to burn fat as an energy source. When people were overweight, they also found a corresponding decrease in their vitamin D levels. And when they increased those people's vitamin D, they actually saw an increase in this hormone, adiponectin, which then allowed them to be able to burn fat as an energy source. I knew that even vitamin D plays a role in how you're storing fat inside of the body. Now, I recommend you actually get a vitamin D test and actually measure your levels, because that's how you're going to know how much you actually should be taking. My experience is that I take during the wintertime about 10,000 IUs of vitamin D every single day in order to keep my levels at 60 to 70 nanograms per deciliter. Everybody can be a little bit different. Some people only need 2,500, some people might need 5,000. And I've also found that the more fat you actually have, the more body fat you have, the more vitamin D you need to take in order to drive up those blood levels. Because remember, vitamin D is a fat soluble vitamin, which means it gets stored in the fat. So I have found that people who have low body fat percentage, they absorb vitamin D really well, and people who have a higher body fat percentage, it takes a lot more vitamin D in order to drive those levels up in the blood. So 3 reasons why you should be taking vitamin D is for increased immune system function, decrease chronic pain, and number 3, helping with fat loss. Who knew that even vitamin D can help you with fat loss? I'll see you for day 26 T28 challenge. Be well.